And here is Greta, the flower girl, to the wedding. And here's Brian and Daniel and Tyler. There goes the bride and groom and photographer. We're hiking through the woods to the site of matrimony. And here's the flower girl and the ring bearer. The wedding party marching out to Sharpe Park Overlook. It's about a mile hike from the road. We're getting deeper into the woods. Oh. Greta, do we have to go that way?
I would like, on behalf of the bride and groom, to welcome us all here this afternoon. This is a delightful spot. I'm wondering, Amy, if perhaps all of us would love to hear a 30-second version of why this spot means something to you.
I guess because it's close to where we grew up, and so I could walk here and go on hikes, and I could just come here by myself and go on hikes, and I got lost a few times and ended up miles away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this has always been one of my favorite spots.
And it's always been this beautiful. The sun, the sky. Okay. So welcome everyone to this wedding. I have brought two things, and I have one of them with me.
Is that one in your backpack?
Yes, on the bench. It's okay, because the first thing I have in my hand, a book of sayings, and what is coming, a potholder. One is an anthology of what I would call Simon sayings, if you will, and the other is the first gift that Renee and I received from Amy, a hand-knit potholder. Each may be able to speak meaningfully to us this afternoon on the things of marriage and on this your wedding day. Thank you, hon. So Simon, the entry is in this book of Simon sayings is from May 1st, 1992. You were
2 years old.
well, we got 3.
Not yet.
Not yet?
July of 92.
Okay, that's right. You were just over. Is that possible? You were just catching on to certain adult phrases. And one day, apparently surprised by something I was doing, you exclaimed, "Dad, what are you doing on Earth?" I was speechless, according to the entry. Your 3-year-old, 2+-year-old syntax, delightfully, though accidentally, transformed an everyday rhetorical expletive, "What on earth are you doing?" into a quite probing philosophical question. And we all know now that this was just the beginning. Your penchant for asking the bigger questions. So, in the spirit, let me today borrow from a French Jesuit philosopher, Teilhard de Chardin, and he writes, "We are born out of love, we exist in love, and we are destined for eternal love. It is time," he would say, "to reinvent ourselves in love." For him, the cosmos is not hurtling into aimless expansion, Rather, there is a purposeful force, a cosmic force, that drives all things spiritual and material toward their fullest evolution. And for him, this is divine, self-sacrificing love, God's love, known most fully in Jesus of Nazareth. So all sacrificial love, practiced and lived, participates in this cosmic-sized becoming of all that is. And so your marriage, your life together, your love together, has cosmic implications. It has cosmic proportions. So what you do today matters. And from two more ancient religious sources, one Muslim and one Judeo-Christian, each speaking to the mystery that is marriage. You know how much I love mystery. From the poems of Rumi, the Persian Sufi mystic of the 13th century, I am out of words for how the spirit mingles in this marriage. What goes on in marriage is ultimately beyond human language, even this poet's lexicon. And from Jesus, that first century Eastern Mediterranean itinerant preacher, the Son of God, and the two shall become one. Marriage violates mathematical principles. 1 + 1 = 1. These two taken together remind us that marriage is unspeakable mystery. Marriage is then a shared living into a reality that is utterly beyond you. One that can never be fully articulated, one that can never be fully calculated. Embrace this mystery. Marvel together in the mystery of marriage. And now the pot holder. It's a bit shorter. Amy, Renee, and I found this gift really quite meaningful when you gave it to us. And why? Because of its originality. You made it. You sewed it in front of our eyes while you were listening. We didn't even know that. Your unique touch, your skill, your mind, your creativity live in its stitches, its design, and its texture. It's an original. That mattered to us. It was also meaningful for its ordinariness, its everydayness. It was something useful, and that mattered to us. Renee, do you have my handkerchief?
Put it in your backpack.
Oh, okay. I'm okay.
You can use it.
I could. Thank you.
So you
Very practical.
See how practical it is. And now, over time, some 6 years later, we think it's what, 6 years? Its durability. Its hangy thing, this thing right here, it's now a bit charred. It's been stained, and it's faded. And yet somehow this thing, many years later, continues to faithfully fulfill its vocation, its calling, its purpose, to hold hot pots. You know where this is going. A simile is just around the corner. Marriage is like a
hot pot.
a hot pot holder. Really? Do I dare do this? I'm going to risk it. Marriages that work are all originals. The stitching, design, color, and texture of your marriage is yours to create. Make it yours, and it will work. Second marriages that work are stitched together with thousands of ordinary, everyday gestures of love and forgiveness, kindness, and generosity. There is a dailiness to love. Practice this. And finally, the promised fulfillment of such original and ordinary love is a love that endures. And that, Simon, that, Amy, is our prayer for you today. I need some help, I think, but just in a minute. We have vows that are spoken today, and these vows have been written by Simon and Amy. And the reason why this matters is because for the first time they're saying I love you, and they're making commitments to one another that are public. You're in front of an assembly That's what makes today different. And so I will invite the two of you to share your vows with one another and in our presence.
Guess I'll go first. Because I got him. Amy, I promise to help you discover and pursue what you believe is good and true. I promise I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I promise to be there when you want help and to ask for it when I'm the one in need, which I'm sure will be the more common scenario. I promise to communicate my thoughts and feelings openly. I promise to listen carefully. I promise to be earnest in my questions and humble in my opinions. I promise to never stop trying to impress you. I promise to take seriously the things you find important. I promise to joke about everything else. I can't promise you'll laugh at any of those jokes. I promise that in all things we do together to give it my best, and to never let you settle for anything less than yours. Because I truly believe our best is only achieved with each other's help. Amy, I love you, and it'll be my lifelong privilege to grow and learn with you.
Simon, I promise to always respect and cherish you as an individual and as a partner. I promise to support your goals and share in your dreams, perhaps even in your lofty dreams of seeing the Vikings win the Super Bowl. I promise to work as a team and accept your support with humility and love. I promise to listen. I promise to encourage your inquisitiveness and humor and laugh at your jokes sometimes, but only when they deserve to be laughed at, so you never think you're funnier than you really are. I love you, and I look forward to continuing to build a home with you full of laughter and learning, and continuing to build a life with you as my partner.
And following the exchange of vows, we have the exchange of rings. And Hayden, I think if you could pass those flowers, if you could help me with, and if you would just, maybe, let's do this. If you would just give me those. Thank you so much for doing that important work.
And so that bread does not get lost.
And so I will ask you, Simon, as you place this ring on Amy's finger, that you would say so in the following way. With this ring, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness?
Yes.
Love and faithfulness.
And Amy, if you would do the same, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
If you would join hands. Amy and Simon, by their promises before God and in the presence of family, have bound themselves to one another as husband and wife. May God's mercy and grace sustain them, and may they find delight in each other and grow in love until life's end. We pray. God of all, we thank you for the joy that Simon and Amy have found in each other. We ask now that you bless them with their presence, with your presence and your grace, that they may experience your goodness throughout their lives together and fulfill the promises they have made to one another this day. May their marriage be marked by happiness, affection, understanding, courage, and love toward you, toward each other, and toward the world. Amen. You can continue holding hands and receive this benediction, this blessing of sorts. May these vows and this marriage be blessed. May it be sweet milk, this marriage like wine and sweet pastry. May this marriage offer fruit and shade like the date palm. May this marriage be full of laughter, your every day a day in paradise. May this marriage be a sign of compassion, a seal of happiness here and hereafter. May this marriage have a fair face and a good name. an omen as welcome as the moon in a clear blue sky. I am out of words to describe how spirit mingles in this marriage. Amy and Simon, may God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit bless you now and forever. You may turn and face the congregation. Family, I am delighted to present Amy Jones and her husband, Simon Johnson.